So I'm trying to get some stuff cleaned up, but a little distracted because, when you're an artist, you develop this like serious, like, how in the hell am I going to approach this sort of a mess? Like, in no time whatsoever. Quick peek. But as I'm trying to clean up, I go and come across these cards for when I was a brilliant psychic. I gotta say that I didn't come up with this idea myself. It's borrowed. All right. But anyways, the two cards I get are film roles for actresses over 40 and informing you that I'm a registered sex offender. Let's start with that one. So in all fairness, I gotta say they should have 3 tiers for it, right? Like they should have the when your child is, a 15-year-old girl and she dates an 18-year-old boy because all boys are immature category. Tier 3, or when you're just getting out of your freshman year of college and you're not quite 19 and you de-virginize a few very willing 15-year-olds. Of course, this only works for women because the fact that could happen just shows consent on the side of the male. And then there's the not quite barely legal, but almost, but you didn't know. And then so you go to tier 2 and it's kind of crossing the line just a little more, the whole college thing involving far too much alcohol and drugs. She's blacked out, but she functions just fine. So how are you to know? Didn't quite make it right, but still not as bad as tier 1, and we all know what happens and who goes there, so we don't even gotta talk about it. But to be fair, in my state, they actually group that with violent offenders. So, I say violent offenders, which could be if you want to Walter out and you have an explosion in your lab, so I don't know if it's of your best interest to go with that story. Then, film roles for actresses over 40. I'm gonna see how many I can come up with in 30 seconds. All right. 4, 3, 2, 1, go. So there's one nice role for women over 40, which is your neighbor's Mima, baking cookies basically. But then all the rest are pretty horrid. There's that neighbor that's annoyed by everything that you do and lets you know all about it. Let's see, you got prison guard, paralegal secretary, gold digger, black widow, the evil witch, the evil witch mother-in-law, the evil witch monster mother-in-law, the alcoholic boss, let's see, the lynch lady, Adam Sandler's real love interest, chain smoker on a bench, could be your annoyed neighbor. Also, chain smoker walking a walker across a crosswalk that you accidentally hit because you're not watching, and you had 2 drinks before you left. Am I past my limit? I think so. There's a scary principal. There's a director of an orphanage, an asylum, or any of the like. There is another kind of pretty decent role, which is the forensics specialist. Then there's that creepy bitch. That belongs in tier 1, tier 2, possibly tier 1. That gives you nightmares forever and causes you to wake up in cold sweats.